Meet Gabbey Segura. She's a member of the Anthony Wayne tennis team and TWO's athletic club, but she's not your average tennis player. Gabbey was born with a form of muscular dystrophy and was diagnosed at 2.5 years old.
My disability is a form of muscular dystrophy, so it affects kind of the way I walk, my balance, being able to run. It affects my ability of running, jumping, anything sort of like that. It just really affects my mobility and balance. When I was younger, my brother, my dad and I would go to the tennis courts, like my school tennis courts, and I would kind of just stand there and act like I was playing because I couldn't really play. But my dad and my brother would hit back and forth, and growing up I was always super competitive and I always wanted to play sports, but I never could. That kind of factored into me being able to play tennis. I started playing tennis about 8 months ago, so I'm kind of new to the tennis world, but I've loved it ever since I started playing. Some of the challenges I've faced is I'm not an everyday wheelchair user. The wheelchair tennis chair that I use isn't my chair, so it's not fitted to me. It's a loaner chair from the USTA. So hopefully I can get my own chair that's fitted to me, so I'm able to have the chair fitted to me to the best of my ability so I can play to the best of my ability.
It's amazing, she was one of our first ones on our programs, and she's been here every single practice, and every single week she's been improving so much. After, I'll say, the first 2 months, she joined her high school tennis team. And even though it was a little tough because she was just starting, I know the next year, if she goes for it, she's gonna make a big difference on that team because she has improved so much, and she's been an inspiration for other people to try it also. So it's been great to have her here.
Gabbey joining our team was a blessing. She's been, such an inspiration to our team. She's a tremendous role model for younger kids, that might be thinking about it, but on the fence. She really inspires everyone.
Gabbey's an inspiration to me because she motivates us to work hard, and she tries really hard at everything she does. And she has a lot of dedication and grit, and that's very inspiring to me because it motivates me to work harder.
I don't really look at myself as a role model, but I definitely have a few role models of myself and a few things that have inspired me over the years. So if anybody calls me that or anybody thinks of me like that, it's definitely an honor, and it's just great to be able to help somebody through something or somebody to look up to me in this type of way. If anybody's out there and they have a disability and they want to get into sports, or they grew up loving sports like I did, just go for it. Like when I grew up, I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to play with other disabled people because, you don't really want to be different. And, tennis just gives me the factor of I can play against able-bodied people, and it feels pretty normal to me. So if you want to get into, sports, just go for it. Just try it out. You never know until you try, and I tried it and I loved it, and I'm here. In July, I plan on attending the USTA Junior National Camp. That's going to be in Florida this year. And future, I hope to go to college for wheelchair tennis, so hopefully the University of Alabama. It's kind of like the wheelchair tennis powerhouse, or Clemson. And my dream one day would be to play in the Olympics and be able to, the Paralympics, be able to represent my country and play with former Americans, and be able to play with friends at that high of a level would be amazing.
With BCSN, I'm Jordan Tomasi.